Hi guys, my name is Hiei. I'm a Terran player for O-Gaming, and this is going to be another TvP video, just kind of talking about some concepts and some trends that we see in the meta, and why I think that getting away from some of those trends is positive. So, right now what the meta is in TvP, for the most part, is I'm going to Reaper expand into my 3 gases and get my upgrades going in my stim. And then I'm going to go attack with Medivacs, all while I'm scouting with my Reaper. And, Protoss players will be goofy and do Stargate stuff and DT drop and, other sorts of shenanigans like that. And the problem with that Medivac-based timing is that Protosses have been defending that since Wings of Liberty. The classic 10-minute timing, where you try and drop and get stuff done. And because they've gotten so good at dealing with it, and now with the Mothership Core, Protoss players are able to defend it while playing really greedy. And I'm just going to kind of talk about at least what I do in order to try and counter that. So, we will be playing against a Protoss player named Chimera. Another problem with the kind of Medivac-based timing style is that Protosses that do play greedy, which is pretty much all of them at this point, their greediness starts to pay off at around the 10-minute mark. So, what our plan is for this game is, as you saw, we did do a Reaper expand, so just pretty standard. We pull out of our gas, and the reason for this is that we're going to do a stim timing with shields. And this hits significantly earlier. By design, it hits earlier than with Medivacs, and that's to punish the the 1 gate expand into Robo, which most Protoss players do. No Protoss player really goes 1 gate expand into 3 gates and then a Robo. It's all very greedy. So we pull out of this gas, and since we are doing a low tech timing with just a lot of units, we want to get as many minerals as we can to get these racks up earlier, so that we get our stim started earlier and more units faster. Once these 2 racks do start, we just go right back into our gas. Then our stim starts, and we get our second gas as soon as our stim starts. So a little bit of deviation. We scouted him going what looked like a 1 gate expand with 2 really early gas. I had been getting all-end a lot by Protoss, so I scouted around pretty much everywhere that I could for a proxy pylon, but then I just saw that he had a Nexus. We do see this Dark Shrine, and so now we know that he is going for a DT drop. So we just start our eBay and get turrets up, and split up our units a little bit. We really don't want to lose something that a lot of Terran players don't do, is not building a turret near these 2 tech labs. If he DT drops and snipes off our stim or our shields, our timing is going to be significantly worse. So we see this little guy poke in, and I actually thought this was a DT, so I was looking around for it and I couldn't find it. But we move out with our timing. He sees us coming, and a lot of the times this timing will completely catch Protoss off guard, and we'll just walk into his base and kill him. But we kind of get caught off a little off guard. Marauders in front, and he has Storm. Could have done a little bit of a better job focus firing those High Templar, but he canceled his Dark Shrine in order to get his faster Templar Archive and faster Forges. So that's kind of another benefit of doing an earlier timing like this. We get a little bit of more scouting, and if he had been playing hyper greedy, the standard, kind of one gate into expand into Robo Forge and then up to a Robo Bay, this timing could have very easily killed him. But we kill most of his stuff. We kill his 2 Templar, we kill his Mothership Core, and we do kind of a follow-up poke, and it actually does pretty well. So here comes our timing. We kill a handful of probes, force a lot of warp-ins, and then just run away. So that was a really cost-efficient trade. We also got to see that he was expanding back here. We saw that he was working on these rocks. And so then from here, it's just kind of a normal thing, a normal kind of TvP looking thing. We drop his main as we try and run by his third. And this actually does pretty well, I must say. We kill his third and we get rid of his Templar archive. But we know his army's here, so then we stim in back. Try and kill more stuff, get cleaned up, no big deal. Meanwhile, constantly macroing back at home. Something that I've been kind of getting more and more into against Templar play is not getting such a fast Ghost Academy. A lot of Terran players will say, oh yeah, you go up to your 5 racks, and then you get your Ghost Academy, then you get your 6th, 7th, and 8th racks. I think it's okay to just get a lot of bio, because we have been trading for a lot of his Templar. I mean, he's only got 3 Templar at this point. So we just get a lot of bio, and then just bunker up in this area by our third. So if he wants to attack into us, bunkers are good against Storm. And I was actually pretty confident that's what he was going to do, because we sniped this third. So just kind of proceeding as from normally here. Right now we're really, I feel really far ahead. So all we really kind of need to do is just kind of turtle up and get our, our ghost count higher, not get caught off guard by a Colossus switch. We actually see that he has a Colossus now. So we're in a, we know that the transition is underway, and we already have our 2nd starport done, as well as our 4th CC coming. So we're in a really good spot. Somebody is texting me. He tries a sneaky little 4th. We do scout this. I do want to slow down here in a minute. So right now, I think it's right now. We start scanning around here in a minute, because we know that this base is here, but we don't want to go over. We don't want to just walk over here all willy-nilly, because he does have, he does have Colossus, he does have Storm, and if we take a bad fight into that, we're gonna lose. So we're just scanning around trying to find him. He's doing stuff, but these bunkers are being useful, and then we just go home. So we're now on 4 base versus his 3 base, so we're in a really good spot. He tries running over here. We allow him. We were willing to sacrifice this PF to take a good fight, not at the bottom of this ramp. And we just wait for our 3-3 and our max, and we go attack. We also add on these CCs for more scans instead of just mules. We have a massive bank, so the most important thing at this point is to just ensure that we get a good fight. And with scans, if we can just scan constantly, because we have, 7 orbital commands with scans, then, it's pretty easy for us to know where his army is at all times. You see his army isn't there. He just gets crushed by EMPs, and then the game kind of ends from here. Our bank did get pretty big there. We got up to, I think, like 2,500 minerals after we had built these orbitals. It's fine to get that high, because then we can just, we spend it pretty quickly here. I mean, you'll see, it went from 1,800 to basically nothing in the span of about 5 seconds of just building ghosts. So just focus down his tech, focus down everything important to him. He loves all the stuff that he loves and holds dear to him. He's being annoying with DTs, but at this point the game is over. We're remaxing on mass Ghost Marine with Viking support. So that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's kind of the reasoning to why I think faster timings other than with Medivacs are better, because they really take advantage of the Protoss standard, which is to just play really greedy. And like I said, a lot of the times with that that first poke that we did at around, it should have been at around 9 minutes, but because we thought he was going DT drop, we wanted to stay home and just ensure that, he had given up on the idea of dropping. So I believe that's gonna do it. If there's any comments or questions or feedback, feel free to comment on the video or in the Reddit or Team Liquid thread. You can follow me on Twitter at HeASE2. You can follow my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/HeASE2, or you can subscribe to my YouTube channel here. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.